best Roblox Hood games. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. We are back with an interesting video, as usual on our channel. As you all know, our channel brings new, fresh, and attentive content. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Underneath the deceptive basic surface of Roblox lies different subgenres of genuine-esque encounters and ways of life. One of the most famous and ignored role-playing subgenres is that of Hood games and Robang games. But games center more around role-playing, which permits players to submerge themselves into Roblox's equivalent of the Hood and play out stories fitting their personal preference. That might be finding a new line of work, making companions, going to class, and so forth. Robang games leave role-play games behind and select more cliché and hype Hood-related exercises. These incorporate like framing groups, battling for regions, and causing chaos at every possible opportunity. For a rundown of the absolute best, but games on Roblox that fall into the classes referenced above, keep watching the video. 1. East Brickton. East Brickton is delegated as being one of the first, if not the primary, Hood-style games that brought the subgenre to the bleeding edge of Roblox. This experience is exclusively a pretending game, however a practical one at that. Assuming you're searching for a spot to go around with companions, explicitly a spot in New York, and make a completely new story for your Robloxian, this is the spot to be. 2. Da Hood. Hood is a role-playing sandbox game made by Da Hood Amusement. The game happens in a gang culture climate, where players can turn into an officer or become a criminal to turn into a piece of a pack. The game has essentially been censored because of its toxic environment from its player base. Players in the game can gather cash inside the game. This will permit them to gather various weapons utilized for offense or protection against players. Players can likewise pretend as officials or crooks. The official's job is to capture the lawbreakers, while the crooks work to loot banks and shops. Players who try to do different targets with the game can likewise acquire muscle inside the exercise center. Assuming a player needs to diminish their bulk, they can eat lettuce to do as such. If role-playing sounds like it could be interesting, but you're more intrigued by unloading chaos onto others, then Da Hood is up your alley. With the highest active player average on this list, Da Hood promises an exciting and non-stop experience at any time of the day. Da Hood falls heavily into the Robang game category, though, so keep that in mind if you consider playing. 3. South London 2. Another stringently role-playing game on this rundown, South London 2, SL2, has turned into a fan most loved Hood game since its release in mid-2020. SL2 is one of only a handful of exceptional Hood games on Roblox to occur across the pond for those in the US. Players view that as a piece of its good times. The role-playing exercises inside SL2 are unending. Open organizations and recruit representatives, or work for another person, carry out violations to acquire cash and distinction, or authorize the law as a cop, warm up to your neighbors, or remain a solitary individual. The decision is yours. 4. The Hood. Fusing aspects from both Hood games and Robang games, the Hood permits players to roleplay while additionally adhering to the more wild and perilous side of this crime-ridden experience. The Hood takes a greater part of its motivation from Da Hood, so while it includes role-playing, there's a substantial spotlight on weapons, battling, crime, and all-around chaos. The Hood doesn't get close to however many dynamic players as Da Hood. Notwithstanding, it is a decent reinforcement plan when things get excessively insane in its more famous archetype. 5. Slums. Do you appreciate finishing heists in GTA 5 on the web? Are you also interested in some role-playing opportunities? Then at that point, Ghettos is your ideal blend. Ghettos is a quit-moving, pick-your-own-experience style, but game that drops players straight into the activity from the second they generate it. This game genuinely feels like Grand Theft Auto in Roblox with a financial framework, telephone, carport, and substantially more. 6. Block Streets. In its prime, Block Streets was one of the most well-known but games on the stage. Players could come to Robang game realizing that they'd have a lot of different players to converse with, become friends with, or even take down. However, the quantity of active players has dropped definitely from that point forward. It actually flaunts a noteworthy fan local area who consistently visit and play the experience. In case you join a server that is moderately brimming with players, this game can rapidly hurry up and become irresistible. 7. Woodlawn, Chicago, Illinois. Woodlawn sits on this rundown on account of its sheer meticulousness. Woodlawn highlights a top-to-bottom Chicago recreation with enterable stores and cafes, exact road aesthetics and signs, and surprisingly a moving train line. However, Woodlawn's normal dynamic players float around a maximum of 10. It could fill in as an extraordinary swap for a private server for yourself, as well as your companions. That is all for today. I hope this video will be helpful for you all. If you found the video informative and interesting, then make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. I will see you in another video. Till then, take care.